Alright, gandules. Arroz con gandules 101. So first, crank up the heat. Gonna have it on high. Let's see if I can tilt the camera. I'm on electric. So, the hell is it? Really? There you go. It's at a 6. You hear the pan? Oh, this is so hard to do because my stand is not stable. Alright, hold on.
Where were we? Your Honor, please tell us where we were.
Okay, I think I got it here.
Great, CC, go.
All the water's dried up.
It's so perfect.
Let's take a tablespoon of butter. I like using butter because it makes the rice a little fluffy.
I'm sorry, everyone, but I can't.
So it goes
do
in
this.
there.
And it's not because of the horse or the
1 package of
badger,
sazon.
Cotton Eye Joe.
Coloring. A lot of people put tomato sauce and what's the other one? Sofrito. I don't have any of that. This is just your basic arroz con gandules. Okay?
I'm sorry.
No,
This is for starters.
In fact, it's more than okay. But I want to be with someone else.
Don't add, me personally, I don't add salt to this because the sazon already has salt.
Really?
I'm gonna use the preserve
And I don't care what my family
juice
says.
from the
I want
can.
to marry you in a Presbyterian church.
I cut it open. Hold on. Let me use mine.
Oh, Shivy, I've loved you since the first grade. And I'm so lonely without you. I just lay awake at night and I just try to.
The lid is still on there.
Pictures of you on my easel. I want our children to be photographers.
I think it's about 3/4 of a cup. That's the liquid that's in
You are not
Okay, maybe not that much.
Oh,
Try to drain it as much as you can. Remember, when you cook the beans in a can, it has a lot of sodium. So that's what it's up to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add water to the 3/4. Then another cup of water. Just straight up water.
Actually, Rabbit, I think he's just kind of a dick, so. Yeah. You okay?
Me? Yeah. From the fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at chest. It's not a big deal.
It's going to come up right back up to a boil because I have it on 6.
You might be right.
You see the color now? A lot of people get the coloring from the tomato sauce and the sofrito, but I don't have homemade sofrito, so this is a shortcut.
Oh, we have one night.
So you got your gandules. I already drained them out. You're not going to use the whole can. For 2 people, this cup of rice
Good to me.
is good for about 4 servings. Just 1 cup of rice. So what I do is I use about half a can.
But you must have
I'm gonna
feelings
save the
for her.
rest.
You tried to sabotage her wedding.
I sabotaged her wedding as a friend.
Bring up to
I
a
didn't
boil.
want her to marry someone else.
I'm going to add some
It's
olives.
romantic because it's a wedding. I would be just as happy to
Why?
have her
Because
than
I
would.
like them.
Let's say her
You
tax
guys,
on.
if you don't like them, then leave them
Weird
out.
day, huh?
It's beautiful, Cece.
Thank you, Schmidt, that you were talking about, right?
Make sure you drain them because they're in vinegar. Comes with a little bit of red peppers also.
I'm
So
sorry, Elizabeth.
I don't pour a lot,
It's not
just
your
like
problem.
2
Shit.
tablespoons.
Wasn't my problem.
Who's it gonna be? Me or her?
That's it.
No, she's
That's what I
right.
do.
You have to choose.
We're gonna do this now. But can we sleep on it, maybe? Maybe take the night? I just got this brand new Coldplay bootleg live from Rotterdam. What if we just make some pasta and really listen to it?
Are you in love with her or are you in love with me?
All right. Rice.
You have to decide.
That's everybody's preference. You can either clean it or you can just leave it the way it is. Me, I don't have time to clean it. So I just toss it right in there. I'm going to leave it on the side. Jose likes some salchichas. So I'm going to take about 2 or 3 salchichas. And I have to leave one for my iguana because she loves them. I save the rest. I close the can.
Buggy bit me. Bit me bad. Yeah. So I'm pretty dizzy.
Oh, yes. And by the way, the salchichas, I rinse them out under water. Because they have this gel.
We called it. And she left. Yeah,
This is the same thing as making white rice. It's the same way. Just prep everything before you put the rice in. That's it. That's all it is. Bring it up to a boil and add the rice.
Yeah, when things get messy, you just...
It's not that difficult. I'm going to say the rest of the beans I have. The gondules, I must say. Bring this up to a boil. A lot of the pots and pans actually come with a lid. So what I do is
I'm about to bleed out.
I make my little aluminum foil because a lot of this times the lid, the steam comes out.
I know you think we should.
And I don't like that.
But I don't want
I try to keep as much steam as I can into the rice.
I want to uncall it. Please, can we uncall
It's
it?
coming up to a boil. It smells so
Before
good
you
already.
say no.
Oh.
Don't say no.
Where are we going? I don't know. Where do we come from? Where do we go? Where do we come from? Yeah, that was kind of a joke, wasn't it?
So to a boil. Add the rice. You can rinse the rice if you want. This is just your basic, quickly thing. Mix it around. Until you see some bubbles coming up. It's boiling again. This is the way I do it. There's a bunch of different ways you can actually do it. I've done it with sazon, adobo, sofrito, tomato sauce. Just experiment with it. But people were asking me how to I do my way very quickly. So this is what I'm doing. It's up to a boil. So I'm going to cover it. Lid on. And lower down the heat to low. I went from a 6 to anywhere between a low and a 2 on an electric stove. So in between that. Literally smack right in between that. I don't use a gas stove. I've never done it on a gas stove. So this is the way I do it. So about 20 to 25 minutes, it should be done. We will come back to it when it's done. So that's what happens when you're cooking it. So what you're gonna do is grab. I do this. I don't have my stand for my phone, so just mix everything.
You guys know anything about cats?
Oh my gosh, man, it's the greatest cat story.
Damn mouth, Jeff. Grow up. Nothing came out.
About 5 more minutes and that's it. It's done. See? That's in Fluffy.
Never seen mine. Yeah, that's the first time.